What's going on, everybody? C4 here, and welcome to the newest episode of the NCAA 14 Rebuilds. And as voted by you guys on the Twitter, you voted for USC this week. Not going to be a hard rebuild, not going to be overly hard rebuild. I knew that coming into it, but it's what you guys wanted to see, and I'm the man of the people. So we're taking over the 2017 Trojans here in year number one, which means we have what hopefully Jet fans assume is their next franchise quarterback in Samothy Darnold at 98 overall. He's really good. And the thing about him is that he's a redshirt sophomore, and every time I've seen him, 9 times out of 10, he plays till he's a senior. So the fact that we're probably going to have Sam Darnold for the majority of this rebuild is, I think this is only going to take us 2 years to win the Natty. And as I said, when we're good teams, I'm only going to play 3 years minimum if we win it within the first 2 seasons. That's very possible because our team is stacked. We have Ronald Jones, who was a second-round pick of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 95 overall, the speedster. We have great depth there behind him at running back as well. At wide receiver, we have Deontay Burnett, who was a late-round pick of, I honestly can't remember who drafted him. He's a nice little wide receiver. And then we also have really great outlet. Redshirt freshman Tyler Vaughns, who had a kind of breakout year last year for USC, 87. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that dude's last name, but 87 as well. 89, 87, 85, 85, and 84 on the offensive line. So not the best offensive line in the Pac-12, but I'd probably put them up there top 3. Defensive line, we have Rasheem Green, who was a high pick. I want to say he went to the Panthers. I don't know, man. I don't know why I can't just remind it off the top of my head. But he is a monster. He's an absolute beast. You got Fatu here, senior, 82. But we have Tufele, 82, true freshman, 5-star, bright future ahead of him. D-tackle, we have Kenny Bigelow, Dorton. Linebackers, Chenna Wosu, who got picked up by the Chargers. He's an 89. We got Cameron Smith, who he's going into this year in real life, might be the best linebacker in college football. I think he's really underrated, but not underrated in this game as he's a 94 overall. We have Porter Gustin, who's, again, one of the better linebackers in college football next season. Could probably be late first, I would guess second, third round pick, but still day 1, day 2 pick. We have Iman Marshall, who's a 92 overall. Yeah, man, that's auto reorders. Why some of my guys? We got Jalen Jones, 85. Again, we have good young secondary here. We have Marvell Tell, who debatably is the best free safety in college football with a 90. Hawkins, 86. You got decent special teams. This is gonna what? Wait. Did I just have a not named punter? Did our punter just not have a name? What's going on with these rosters here? Unprofessional. No, he did. Okay. Yeah, he did. All right. I must just be tripping. It's 1 a.m. I'm recording this real late because I got far behind. Because I got Lane Johnson Excellent Supplements internets today. So expect some fire live streams coming soon. But let's get into year number 1 with the Trojans and see where Sam Darnold can. All right. So at the end of year 1, we're sitting as a number 3 ranked team, 10-2. Wait, why aren't we in the? Oh no. Well, we're not in the championship game. We can only see probably Washington. What? There's no. Shouldn't there be a? Wait a minute. 11-1. Oh my! How does it make sense? UCLA, number 6 ranked, is playing number 13 ranked Washington. But how are we ahead? How are we number 3? If we're not even the best in our own conference. Well, okay, explain that one to me. Looking at our season stats on the year, disappointing we got 2 losses, especially given the roster we have and Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, 3,300 yards, 34 TDs, 5 picks. Much better than what Sam Darnold did in real life for USC this season. We got 1,000 yards, 11 TDs from Rojo. We got 800 yards, 11 TDs from, oh my God, look at that first name. That's a mouthful. We'll call him Ware. That's not bad. 2-headed running back attack. Deontay Burnett, 68 catches, almost 1,200 yards, and 12 TDs. Tyler Vaughns shipping in 705. We got 6 TDs here from Steven Mitchell. Defensively speaking, 69 tackles by Chenna Wosu. 13 tackles for loss from him as well. Fatu led the team, 4.5 sacks, 17 tackles for loss. Porter Gustin also had 17 tackles for loss and 4.5 sacks. Rasheem Green, 9-4. What do we got in the interception? 4 picks from Jalen Jones. 2 from Tell, 2 from K. Smith, 2 from Porter Gustin. So our linebackers were really good. Unfortunately, for whatever, that has to be a glitch. There's something wrong here. Who did we lose to, I wonder? Did we lose to UCLA? I won't even complain if we lost to UCLA because that's just the game messing up. If UCLA beat us, they deserve to represent the Pac-12. I don't know if they're in the East or West. I assume they're in the North Pac-12. Oh, there we go. We beat them. You gotta be kidding me. We beat them and we're still not in the old goddamn game. Who did we lose to? We beat Stanford. We beat all the big dogs. Did we lose out of conference games maybe? Utah. Beat Notre Dame. We lost to Arizona. That's a tough one. That's a tough pill to swallow. We know we lost to 2 teams in the Pac-12. So we lost to Arizona. And we also toppled. Oh. That's a killer. Especially week 2. Week 2, 34-31 to Washington State. That's frustrating as hell. But it is what it is, man. I guess year 1, I still feel like Sam Darnold's not. If he does declare, we're going to let him go. I'm 90% have seen him go to his senior year more often than not. But let's find out what our bowl game is. Get all that nonsense done. Find out who's leaving. And get. At least the Heisman Trophy was realistic as Baker Mayfield got it. Cameron Petway of Auburn at 2. Mike Weber from Ohio State. Shout out to Mike Weber for watching the Jets rebuild that featured him in it. That was dope on Twitter. This Hilliard monster that keeps popping up from Tulane every year. And then Shea Patterson for Michigan at number 5. Deontay Burnett was the best wide receiver in college football, which was beautiful. And it looks like we're going to the Tostitos Fiesta. We're in the national championship game. We didn't win. What? We're in the national championship game. We didn't win the Pac-12. Can we get standings? Say there's standings, right? Conference standings. So we won because UCLA lost. We were 3rd. We were 3rd place in the Pac-12 South, and we are now playing for a national championship. That is ridiculous. That is the most ridiculous thing I've seen. But we will absolutely take it. A 2-loss, 3rd place in their conference, USC Trojans is taking on Will Grier and the number 1 ranked West Virginia. We are the overwhelming favorite. Herb Street is taking us in this game. Do they have any bad injuries? What's going on here? What do they got? Let's get a quick scouting board. Will Grier, 3,300 yards, 34 touchdowns, 5 picks. So very similar to what we have with Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold actually turned the ball over less. Justin Crawford, nice little running back there, 800 yards, 8 TDs. They got Karan White, 900 yards, 7 touchdowns. I'm not worried. I feel really, really confident in this game. Because it's only year 1, though, I will sim it, unfortunately, even though this is the most ridiculous thing. Plus, I would feel a little dirty if I actually took control and won the national championship in year 1, given the circumstances. But let's see if we can do it all by ourselves and then instantly turn this 5-year rebuild of a really good team anyways to a 3-year dynasty mode. All right, we got rocked. I kind of feel like that's deserved. It's still pretty funny that we made it to the national championship game, but I feel like the right team won that game. The deserved team won that game. West Virginia beat us 38-21. Game ball for West Virginia went to Will Grier, who had 2 touchdowns on the day. 4 touchdowns. 2 passing, 2 rushing. Ronald Jones had a big day here for USC. Oh my God, there's the Sam Darnold that we saw last year IRL. 1 touchdown, 3 picks when it mattered the most. And Ronald Jones is gone. So, I mean, like I said, we're getting ready to... I'll take that. It's a good confidence boost. It's a good start in year 1. But next stage up is players leaving. And if you've seen any of these rebuilds before, how we're going to do it to keep it somewhat realistic, given the circumstances, is if a player that actually declared does decide to declare, we won't try to, get into discussions to try to make them return. Let's find out who we may or may not. All right, so look at that. Players leaving. Okay, we'll start with the seniors because we can do nothing about that. We're losing some guys. Chenawosu's going. Bigelow's going. Let's see. We got some guys that are declaring that we'd actually negotiate to bring back. So Ron Jones actually declared and left, so we have to leave him as is. But Marvell Tell did not. And it's very easy that we can get a lot of these guys. Chris Brown, let's get him to come back. And especially we don't have to make anything that's too ridiculous in terms of, what you're using as your negotiating tactic. College degree is the easiest one. There's no risk there. So we are losing Ronald Jones, which sucks, but we do have Stephen Carr, who's one of the best true freshman running backs in college that might take over for a starter, I think. We still have Ware, who got 11 touchdowns last season, so he could very well be a dominant starter. So the fact that we still got Sam Darnold and we're only losing Ronald Jones, it could be a lot worse And I fully expect us, if we somehow fell ass backwards year 1 into the national championship, I think we can earn it here in year. So as we get ready to begin year number 2, we open up as the number 1 ranked team. The fact that we have Sam Darnold, Deontay Burnett among 2 guys that we expected to leave returning. Add in what we have here for our real recruiting prospects that we always do for year number 5. We always give the 5-star recruits for whatever team we take over. So we got JT Daniels, who is the number 2 quarterback coming to high school now. Like, these guys here are real, true freshmen this season in real life. We had JT Daniels at quarterback, getting as an 83 overall. That is insane. We have wide receiver, have you heard of Equinemius St. Brown? Well, we have his brother, Amon-Ra St. Brown, 83 overall freshman. This guy's going to be absolutely insane for us. We have, I believe, next up at linebacker, I'm going to butcher his name, Pelea Gautiote. We'll go with that. Pelea Gautiote, 80 overall, number 1 linebacker coming out of high school. He's going to be a monster. And then we got 2 corners. We got Elijah Griffin, 80 overall, and we got Isaac Taylor-Stuart. I can't fit his whole last name in here. We actually need these guys for sure because we have 3 seniors. Maybe Jones will declare and we can't get him back. That's unlikely, but very, very huge get here for the Trojans. And long-term thinking by their recruiters and coaching staff, IRL. So we are expecting this team here. We open up at number 1. We expect to finish as number 1. Let's get into year. I told you we had this. Started at 1, finished at 1. Started at the top, now we're still there. Getting ready to take on number 3 ranked 11-1 Stanford in the Pac-12 championship game, which is definitely going to be a baller of a game. We're not going to play this roundabout because we still have one more almost guaranteed year with Sam Darnold, so we'll take it to a full 3 years, but we're definitely not going a full 5 here with USC. But let's look at how well we did. So we went undefeated. We ran the table, which means we're probably, I can guarantee you, let me get confirmation here, that we beat Stanford. It's already been done. Right there. We beat them 38-24. Wasn't an ass whooping. Somewhat competitive. So they could definitely upset us here. Still pretty confident in our team. Sam Darnold, the number 3 quarterback in the nation. In terms of passing yards, 34 touchdowns, 6 picks. So pretty much an identical season to what he had last year. Run the ball, we got 1,000 yards, 13 touchdowns from Ware. I'll take that. 7 TDs, also from Darnold. So that puts him over 40 on the year total. Deontay Burnett, 76 catches, 1,200 yards, 13 TDs. He was the top wide receiver in college last year. May very well repeat as that this season. Defensively, 75 tackles, 12 tackles for loss, 3.5 sacks from Porter Gustin. We got 7.5 sacks, 21 tackles for loss from Rasheem Green, the senior monster. Absolute animal of a year. 6.5 sacks, 18 tackles for loss from Christian Rector, the redshirt sophomore. We got excellent production there. Oh man, okay, not so much. Everyone got theirs. I guess at least 1 pick in the secondary, but I would expect the turnovers to be a little bit higher there, given all the seniors we have playing. But either way, I digress. We are getting ready for the Pac-12 championship against number 3 ranked Stanford. Let's find out if we're going to be going back to the national championship game. And over this one, fuck off. Lost in overtime, 37-34 to Stanford. They do have Brightman. They got a good team. Bryce Love. They were able to get revenge in the game that mattered most. They got 3 touchdowns for Sam Darnold. And look at that. We settled for a field goal. They got the touchdown. But to even push the game to overtime, they got a 71-yard pick 6 on Sam Darnold. If that's not the epitome of Sam Darnold's career in college, in real life, costly turnovers, I don't know what is. So I'm not going to be a fool. We're going to go almost all or nothing year 3 and win that national championship. The pressure is on. We're going to have a definitely significantly weaker team because we're losing a lot of valuable seniors. But now it's put up or shut up time for Sam. All right, look at the Heisman race. Justin Herbert of Oregon won it with 35 touchdowns on the year, even though Sam Darnold had 41. I guess it is what it is. Bryce Love coming in number 3, Mark Walton at 4, and KJ Costello at 5. Stanford had a real... Even though we beat Stanford in the season, look at that. They had 2 guys that finished in the Heisman Trophy finalists, and they deserved it, man, I guess. We're going to the Alamo Bowl. It's a rematch. I get what they're doing there. Number 3 ranked. Doesn't make sense that we got ranked, but I like that rematch. USC versus West Virginia. We gotta start year 3 out on a good start, and it begins by avenging our national championship loss. All right, we got ourselves an Alamo Bowl, and this was really one-sided. We're playing with a very revengeful mindset. 48-28 on the day. Looking at how we did. 5 touchdowns from Sam Darnold. Of course, that's what we're going to get. Good shutout. Good showing by both quarterbacks, Will Greer and Sam Darnold, but it was just too much. Vaughn's 2 TDs getting ready to take over for Burnett, who, by the way, won best wide receiver in college football yet again, back-to-back season, but he's a senior. He'll be leaving. Vaughn's is expected to take the big step, and I'm glad he had the bowl game that he did. But unfortunately, we don't want an Alamo Bowl. We won a national championship, so let's pop into the offseason, find out who we're losing, regroup, reload, and execute. Players leaving. It's a sad time. We knew Burnett's leaving. He's not best wide receiver 2 times. Doesn't even get declared for doesn't even get projected to go in the draft. That's hilarious. We're losing Ware, so we're gonna have a brand new starting running back. Green. Bunch of our offensive linemen. Cam Smith, Porter Gustin, linebacking core is just absolutely getting depleted. Marvell Tell, Iman Marshall, Rasheem Green. Man, we are taking a big hit. We have 3 players we can potentially bring back, and these are all guys we absolutely need to. So Vaughn's is good. Rector is good. And Jones is good. That is massive. But this is going to be really, really tough. I put lofty expectations that we'd be able to win a national championship in 3 years. By losing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys that are 95 plus alone. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11 guys over 90. That is absolute depletion. It's going to be. All right, we're going 3rd. We're going final year. Win or lose final year. I feel like if we can't win a damn national championship with this stacked of a team in 3 seasons, hang up the boots. Time to retire from the game. So, opening up the season, our team is pretty stacked, even though we had that massive, massive outpour of talent go towards the NFL draft. We have Sam Darnold, 99, once again. Dominic Davis, 95. Look at that. We got 3 90-plus running backs, which is absurd. We got Tyler Vaughn's returning, who we're able to convince to come back to school. He's a 96. Pittman's a 93. Joseph Lewis is a 92. We got, oh my god, like wide receiver stacked top to bottom. We got a 98 overall tight end. Offensive line, Austin Jackson, 91, 90, 93, 86, and 87. So definitely the best offensive line in the Pac-12. Defensively, we got Connor Murphy, who we converted from outside linebacker to defensive end. He's a 93 at 6'7", 260. Rector, 94, had an outstanding year last season. We got Tufeli, and we got the Islanders here, 93 and 92. These guys repping for the nation. We got 93 linebacker, 94 linebacker, 80, linebacker core stacked. Secondary, Jalen Jones, 96. Outside of that, we did have massive turnover here. This was definitely the most depleted area of our team, but that still is not bad. We have an elite playmaker. Our safeties, Ross is a 9. Everything combined. Might have some weakness at corner, but combined as a unit in the secondary, very good. Helped out with the safety plays. So, and we have the best punter, All-American punter, Chris Tilby. So, we are going to win the national championship. Going through the motions right now. There's no way we're going to have just a crushing defeat. So, let's find out where we finish at the end of the season and win us a national championship as promised. And at the end of the 3rd season, we have fallen once, but we still finished number 2 ranked, 11-1. And we take on number 6 Oregon, 10-2 in the Pac-12 championship with our very coveted natty national championship game on the line. I suppose we might as well start the recap by finding out what team was able to bounce us. Was it week 12? Week 12. We beat Stanford. Stanford has not been very good. They're a team definitely I should think about rebuilding. We beat Arizona, who's upset us like in our very first year. We already beat Oregon 42-28, and we lost in the rivalry game against Notre Dame. We finished 9-3, number 17th ranked. So that's a little disappointing. At least we ran train here in the Pac-12. Looking at our season stats, Sam Darnold in his final year, 3,200 yards, 38 TDs, 7 picks. So puts up his best season thus far. 1,100 yards, 9 TDs from Dominic Davis. On the receiving front, no 1,000-yard receiver because we lost Deontay Burnett. But Vaughn's with 14 touchdowns. Really nice season there. Defensively, 71 tackles from Eccles. We got 5.5 sacks from Murphy and Rector. And we got 4 picks from Ross, 4 from Griffin, and a couple doubles. So, because I want this to be over in 3 years, because it needs to be, we're going to be taking control of this game against number 6 Oregon in the Pac-12 championship, where hopefully we can win. Let's see what happens when Darnold is controlled by the rebuild god himself, C4. What kind? Classic Sam fucking Darnold. Oh, what a play! What a play to the tight end. Near broken play. That was absolutely not the road he was supposed to run. But hey, we'll take it as we pull back within 3. Oh, the Pittman! What a catch. I don't know what that is. 30-some yards. Beautiful catch. All the patience in the world. Finally, you're seeing a guy like Darnold. If you give him time, he can make the throw. When he's under pressure, that's when mistakes happen. But a big-time play, bring that all the way up to the 4-yard line. It's looking like if we get a touchdown here, we will enter halftime with a 1-point lead. And that is very much undeserved. As Davis gets in, mini Reggie Bush to give USC the lead before half. All right, first and goal. Oregon, have been able to get the go-ahead touchdown and 2-point conversion. So that means we're going to hit them with a C4 special. Kind of get what they're feeling here. 1 yard gain, but more so lets them know what we're thinking. What we're feeling. We're going to go overpowered plays because we're not going to be denied a spot in the end zone. Second and goal, we are on the 11, maybe? No, like 7th. Around like the 7. Oh, that scramble. X. What is X doing? He gave up on the run. Sam Darnold takes it in himself, but that was pathetic. X, whoever's running the X route is cut. You literally saw him stop running. Oh, that was bad. Let's get the replay here. Darnold scramble. Look, you can see X right now in the middle of your screen. And look, he gives up. If you just keep going to the corner of the end zone, it's a touchdown. But Darnold able to get it in himself to tie it up. All right, now, man, this Davis guy is a monster. An absolute monster. Look at Jesus Christ, so agile. Like I said, it reminds me of Reggie Bush. I don't know if this guy is a real player or not. He could be like one of those freshmen or sophomore or whatever. But I'm assuming he's a real player. We're only in year 3. Damn. I don't know if this guy's anything like Reggie Bush in real life, but that is what he's playing like. The outside. Hopefully he doesn't take any, whatever, Cadillac Escalades. And if he ever wins a Heisman, doesn't lose it. But he's good enough to get his second touchdown of the game and put USC back in the lead. And there you go. It was an ESPN classic. But USC has survived what was a dominant first half from Oregon to win the Pac-12 championship. The play of the game goes to the broken... Oh, my God. I can't even say his last name. Immatababide. I'm going to go with that. The tight end. Very talented tight end. But close victory, man. I'm going into the national championship game not expecting to win. I'm expecting a dogfight, and we're going to have to execute to win. Sam Darnold show. Let's see what he got. All right, Heisman Trophy race for the 3rd year. Josh Jackson of Virginia Tech got it with 48 total touchdowns versus Darnold, I think, had 42. Okay, runner-up. Brandon Wimbush of Notre Dame at 3. If you remember the Notre Dame rebuild, he went off during that. Elliott of North Carolina, not familiar with him, at 4, and Sam Ehlinger of Texas at 5. So we're seeing a couple familiar names from rebuilds of years past, but more so, I want to find out what team's going to get these hands in the national championship game. It is actually going to be North Carolina, 11-1 UNC. What do we got here? We are the favorites. Oh my God, we are the favorites, but Herb Street is taking them. They have an A+ offense. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? Who do they beat that we need to be worried about? Let's see. They lost to the one tough team they played. They beat Miami. They beat 2 ranked teams and lost. We beat 2 ranked, 3, 4 ranked teams and lost 1. So I guess from that standpoint, we're somewhat similar. And we do know that they have a Heisman candidate there in Elliott, who I'm not familiar with at all, but 41 touchdowns to 6 picks. Good running game with Brown, 1,209. Patrice Rene, interceptions, Canadian. He was a part of the very short-lived Calgary Dino series. Okay. All right, let's get it. I feel comfortable. Oh, let's go. Let's go deep. Oh, come on. Make that play. That's Vaughn's to our best wide receiver. Come on, dog. Let's go, Pittman. Let's go, Pittman. 23 yards. Pittman, you know what I'm going to do, too? They look like they're on their heels. We're going to go no huddle. We're going to hit them no huddle. We're going to go another quick... actually, let's Let's go play action all in. Have Amator Behebe to run that. And then throw it to him right now. Boom. Wide open. Read that one all day long. 9-yard touchdown. And the natty to give not North Carolina the opening score. And there's a record. There we go. He's the greatest quarterback in USC history. Oh, let's go. That was after a lot of nothing has been happening. Except by the scores. Only 7-zip. Very, very good defense. Stingy defense from North Carolina. But there was 40 yards to our overpowered tight end. That's what we're just going to call him. I'm not gonna continue to struggle with that last name. We're just going to call him the OPTE. So we are now here. We're getting in there a little bit. Time is working against us slightly. We're going to go against the grain. Wow, throw off the back foot. And he still comes down with it. Joseph Lewis, 22 yards. That should have been a pick. That was not the best decision on my part, but we will take it. So it goes right up to the 2-yard line. And because we have a full slate of timeouts still, we can run it with our very nice running back. And see if we can bounce the outside. It looks like this will work. It looks like this will work. Oh my God, you got the speed! Because he's Reggie Bush 2.0 as USC goes up 2 touchdowns right before halftime. Oh, man, this Lewis guy's making plays! I assume he's the son of legendary Philadelphia Eagle wide receiver Greg Lewis. The way that he's just dominating out there because Greg Lewis might be the greatest wide receiver in the history of Philadelphia. But this guy, man, I'm liking this team, man. We're finally showing some fight. I didn't see this consistently in that Pac-12 championship game against Oregon. But I am seeing it right now against a stingy defense. When going gets tough, the tough get going. We're dominating, man. Through the air, on the ground. I think one more touchdown. The way that our defense is playing, one more touchdown, this should be an absolute wrap. I do have the milk the clock cheese on right now because I want to get this is me. I called this that we're gonna win it in 3 years, and I don't want to be a liar. So there you go. Easy touchdown there, Daniel Amator Bebe. We're going with that. Actually sounds pretty close, but we're up 3-zip. Oh my God. You give this guy an inch in space, he's taking it to the house. We're 4 for 4 in the red zone right now. Lethal finishing, 28-7. And there it is. Year 3, as promised, a national championship. Even though year 1, quick recap, year 1. What a play by Davis here, by the way. Year 1, we made the most ridiculous national championship game that can't be explained. We were 3rd place in our division. We made it by not losing for what we were a 2-loss. It doesn't make sense. It hurts my brain to talk about it. Year 2, we went to the Pac-12 championship as a legitimate contender, and we lost. Okay, Davis got player of the game, very well deserved. And then year 3, we put it all together. We lost a bunch of seniors that are very valuable, so maybe backs against the wall, and we're able to get that right there, the national championship. So I hope you guys did enjoy this episode of the NCAA 14 Rebuilds. As always, usually, I say give me a suggestion what team you want to see next, but because next week's episode is the last one before Madden 19 starts, and there'll probably be a little bit of a break. Like I said, I'm going to continually throughout Madden 19, but maybe not in the first month where everything's going to be Madden 19 content. I'm going to make sure we go with a bang, go with a fan favorite team next week, so make sure you tune back. As always, if it's your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button, smash the like button if you enjoyed, and until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.